I did.
Welcome. Y'all tuned in to another edition of Fresh Perspective. And right now, this is the playoff prediction show. It is time. 82 games have came, 82 games have went, and now every one of these games count. I am one of the members of Fresh Perspective, D. Burst, a.k.a. Mr. Pay Homage himself. I got my main man, Bo Knows, and we got a host of another Chappelle show, as well as Coast to Coast podcast, Courtney Chappelle with us. Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What up,
y'all? What up?
All right, look, man, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to go series for series. We're going to give it to you raw. We're going to give it to you uncut. We was having an off-camera debate about this game that's on now. I don't want to start with Bo, so I'm going to go ahead and just say what I need to say, then I'm going to go to Bo and Courtney on this series. Bo Fernanda is up here actually believing that San Antonio got a shot. Steve Kerr got to do this miraculous coaching job, even though Popovich is supposed to be the best basketball coach of all time in some people's eyes. He's supposed to be able to pull this series out with the personnel that he has, the way Golden State is playing, the pieces that they have in place. He should be able to beat them, contain Kevin Durant, make Klay Thompson and Draymond Green beat you. I see this formula real simple, but this is a reach, in my opinion, starting Andre Iguodala at the point guard. You got Kevin Durant. What you're supposed to do is say Kevin Durant, bust their ass, and that's the game. Like this is getting too out of hand. All that is not necessary. Kevin Durant is the best player on the floor. Bust their ass. It's just that simple. Bo, what you got?
Well, I don't think San Antonio got a chance. I think Golden State will win this series in 5. But I actually think San Antonio gonna win this game today. But I still think Golden State gonna win this series in 5. But I think it was a great move starting Andre Iguodala because at the end of the day, Steph Curry come back next series. Quinn Cook going back to the bench anyway. So why not get on used to the bench for the rest of the playoffs? Because that's where he's gonna be at. He got the green light on the bench. He's a scorer. So why not give him the green light with the bench? I think it was a great move. Iguodala is a veteran. He's a proven veteran. Finals MVP. It was a great move. Then you can switch everything on defense with that move anyway. So I actually love
defense anyway.
Yeah, but it's different when you can switch it with Iguodala instead of switching it with Quinn Cook. I mean, come on, Burst. I mean, you can't act like that's not a difference.
The fucking Spurs are trash, man. You are making this shit.
I agree with you. Spurs are trash.
So if they trash, then why would you have to alter what you do? Just go out here, do what we do, and bust your ass.
I think it was a move for the next series because you need to get him comfortable coming off the bench. Because when Steph come back, he's gonna be on the bench anyway. That's all I'm saying.
So you trying to tell me a guy who's a G League player has earned the contract, he needs to familiarize himself with coming off the bench?
I mean, yes. Yes, he do, because that's where he's going to be at next series.
Okay,
he's going to be coming off the bench.
Okay, bro. Courtney, what you got for us, bro?
Golden State in 5 and both full of shit. He just told y'all that he getting Quinn Cook ready for the bench, and this nigga always was on the motherfucking bench. He ain't never been nowhere else. He had to be used to being a starter. He is a bench player. Bo is lying to y'all. He just swapped out 2 bench players, and Bo trying to tell you that he trying to get him to the bench. That is part of the bench.
Hold on.
That is part of the bench. No.
Iggy play starter minutes. Iggy play starter minutes.
I let you talk.
Okay,
they are on the bench already. Andre's a bench player. Quinn Cook is a bench player. Bo just argued with me 2 days ago about how good Quinn Cook and Andre and all of them is on the bench, and then told me today that Quinn Cook got to get ready to come off the bench. Which one is it?
Hey,
which one is it? Now he a starter. He acting like Quinn Cook is starting for Steph all year.
He's a Steph Curry guy, so because his guy not out there, he a little shaky.
But
you gotta make
like Steph. I like Steph too. But he just reaching. He reaching.
And tell these boys up. And then the conversation to be over. We on to the next series. But
he just reaching, man. He just reaching.
Boys on wax. He got Golden State in 5. Courtney got Golden State in 5. I got Golden State with the sweep. I'm going all out. I'm not playing here, man. It's the playoffs. Kevin Durant better wake up. Popovich Popovich don't. Everybody love Popovich. He's supposed to be this legendary coach. He better get more than one win this series. I tell you that. If he's so great,
he didn't get no wins last year.
Hey, now they won one series, didn't they?
They didn't win a game.
They made no. I'm talking about in the playoff run. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Draymond with that Beijing going today too.
Hey, hey. See, look, let me tell you something. See, that's an indication that he's not ready to go right there. There it is. He's doing uncanny with this shit. Kevin Durant better pull these boys out the fire today. I'm telling you. We're going to go to the next series. What y'all boys think about probably me and Courtney's dark horse and everybody's worst nightmare, Oklahoma City and the Utah matchup? What y'all think about that?
Who you want to go first?
Well, I jump in there right quick.
Go ahead.
I got Oklahoma City winning this series. They are everybody's worst nightmare when it comes to the playoff run because that team is a playoff team. They're not a regular season team. Everybody know that Oklahoma City is going to be tough to beat 4 times. I don't care how you want to slice it. They got 3 of the top 30 players in basketball, and then they got a Steven Adams to go with it. You got to beat them 4 times, and I just don't see how that's going to happen. I think Donovan Mitchell is going to show us some highlights, but he's going to have some growing pains. Because Paul George is an elite defender and should take care of that matchup. Russell Westbrook should completely dominate Ricky Rubio, and Steven Adams should hold Gobert in check. Even I almost want to say Steven Adams should outplay him. Court, what you got?
I got.
And I forgot one more thing before you go, Court. Got to let the people know. For all the haters out there, y'all better remember who this guy is. Because he's going to show his face. He got through the whole regular season for right now. I was having a debate earlier this week. Everybody saying that it's Russell Westbrook's job to lead this team through the playoffs. No, it is not, in my opinion. It is Melo time right now. Whatever that team needs him to do, he needs to be able to do. He needs to rebound. He needs to be a clutch scorer for them in late game situations. He needs to do what he's always done in his career. This is arguably the best team he's been on, without a doubt, since he left Chauncey and Denver. So he got to get it done. Court, talk to the people.
I got OKC and 6. But that's all about if they play under control and they're not just jacking up shots. Utah got a pretty good defensive unit. They work well together. They spread the floor. They could get inside, outside, and when they get on a roll, like in a unison, and get a good sweat going and all that, they could put up some points in bunches. So, what you got to deal with them is OKC got to be patient. OKC got to be patient. They got to make their move, and they got to do what they want to do. More than often, they got to do what they want to do on the court. I got them at 6.
I think this series should be relatively easy because Russell Westbrook is going up against Ricky Rubio. Like I'm not in a let's cut the shit kind of mood today. Bro. Like we got to have what we got to have. Russell Westbrook.
You could say that, but Ricky's still gonna play sound basketball, and if
no doubt about it.
And if this is what I said, they got to play under control. If Russ just go out there pulling jump shots and doing dumb shit, Ricky will make him pay for that shit. You go out there and play if you want. He can pass that basketball. He does play the passing lanes well. And if you act like he can't go in there, he'll fuck around and go get 15, 16 points, which is all they need from him.
It's true. Bo, what you got?
Well, I agree with Courtney, man. I got OKC winning this series in 6. They actually should win in 5, but like Courtney said, it depends on what they do. You know, OKC can go out there and they, as a team, they'll put up 43s, which they had no business doing. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be taking that many threes.
Right.
But they should win this series, and they should win in 5, but I got to go in 6. I mean, I don't see no way Utah can win this series. I think
let me ask you this. Is this series more important for Paul George and his legacy and him going forward, or is it more important for Russell Westbrook to really dominate his matchup in Rubio?
Paul George.
Go deeper.
I mean, I mean, Paul George. I mean, he probably gonna be guarding Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he should give the young boy hell. I mean, he should, but we gonna see how good Donovan Mitchell is. You know, Donovan Mitchell only like 6'3", 6'4". Paul George is easy 6'9", 6'10". So he gonna have to shoot all that length. And I just think the young boy gonna struggle in his first playoffs. You know what I mean? They don't have a second scorer. They don't have nobody that can just go get you a bucket besides him. You know what I mean?
You know, one thing about Utah. Now, one thing about Utah is what I like about them. It's kind of similar to Golden State, and actually kind of similar to what the 76ers are doing right now. Same thing the Spurs do. To comment on your point, the way they run their offense is what generates points for them. It's not one-on-one basketball. Donovan Mitchell, yeah, he can go get a bucket, but that's not how they function, and that's not how they becoming great. They run a great system, and they get it in. So I think
the key to Utah, though, the key to Utah is really Derek Favors, man. He should be able to kill Melo on the block.
Yeah,
I don't guard him on that block.
Yeah,
but I don't see him doing it, though.
He can't guard Melo either. So
no, he definitely can't guard Melo.
We'll see what we got. But moving forward, we gotta go to Portland and New Orleans. I think that's gonna be an intriguing matchup.
Hold on. One important thing about that OKC Utah matchup. The biggest key is gonna be the two coaches. Because, Quinn is gonna use his team. He's gonna use his entire bench.
Yeah. I got Quinn Snyder in that matchup. Yes, sir.
Quinn Snyder is gonna use his entire bench. Billy Donovan, there's gonna come a point in that series where Ben Donovan gonna have to look down that bench. He's gonna have to trust somebody. He's gonna have to coach somebody up and go, hey, I need 5-10 minutes out of you. That's who's gonna win that series. Whatever coach make the right bench call at the right time.
Don't tell me now the coach matter now.
No, it's not about the coaching matters on that aspect.
Yeah, sure.
Shut your loud ass up. Boy, I mute your ass. I'm about to silence your ass. I just got on this bitch. I'm about to silence your ass.
Bro, we are on live, bro. Put your goddamn shirt on, bro.
We live.
Hey, man, if it's good enough for Rick Ross, it's good enough for me, nigga. Get this nipple work.
Wow, this is tough. I don't know what this show just went. I don't know. We just went to another level with that shit. But,
all right, hold on. I'm about to turn the camera off. I'll be right back.
Look, man, let's just go to the next playoff series because these staff here just set the real tone.
It's just live video.
But y'all talk to the people on the 3-6 matchup, the Pelicans versus the Pelicans versus the Trailblazers. What y'all think about that?
Hey, I actually think this series is gonna go 7, man. And don't be surprised if New Orleans win this series.
I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans win the series, man. I believe in Rajon Rondo and what he can do.
Exactly, and don't like last year when they was in Chicago, they had that series was won if he didn't get hurt. Easy.
Different conference, different team. Portland,
yeah, but they don't have nobody. Portland don't have nobody for Anthony Davis. I'm talking about nobody. You understand me? Nobody. Rondo plays solid defense. And you got Drew Holiday and C.J. McCollum. That's gonna be a wash.
No, it ain't. So, Portland and 6.
I won't be surprised if it goes 7, man. I really don't. I won't. I still think
Portland got more bodies, and Portland don't go through scoring droughts. If AD in foul trouble or on the bench, they're gonna go through a scoring drought.
I disagree though. What about Drew Holiday? What about Mirotic? That's why you picked up Mirotic up.
All right. When the moment Mirotic get in, Nurkic gonna kill him.
Well, he's starting right now. Courtney, they got Mirotic starting at the 4.
I know that, but they're gonna mix and match. I can't stop AD, but Mirotic can't stop me.
Mirotic won't be guarding him. AD guarding Nurkic.
So he gonna play 45 minutes?
He gonna play at least 40.
Okay.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this, Bo.
So you burn him out.
Bo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The Pelicans should win the series.
I agree, Bert. I agree. I'm looking at the roster, and I think the Pelicans got a better team than the Portland Trailblazers. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Time out. See, this is where Bo killed me every single time. He just argued with me about OKC not. I mean, about Utah not having no bench. And Utah don't got this, but then he goes, "I just looked at the rosters. You gonna tell me Portland roster ain't better than New Orleans?"
Listen, what I'm about to tell you. I like New Orleans starting 5 over Portland starting 5.
That ain't what.
Court,
That is
Court,
not.
Court,
That
why
is
you-
not what I
Court-
asked you.
Court, why is it that every time you ask the question and somebody don't start the question answering the way you want it to be started, you got to hit them with that. No. You sound like Skip Bayless, man. Let the motherfucker answer the question.
But it don't matter because he's giving me prerequisites. The reason I'm saying no is 'cause he's giving me
Details
prerequisites.
matter, bro. Details
Okay,
matter.
I'm gonna ask you again. I'm not arguing the details, but answer my fucking question first.
Okay, I'm about to answer the question.
That's the
Courtney.
point.
That nigga,
He said,
Courtney
hold
be
on,
like,
hold on.
Courtney want yes.
And then
But
answer,
blah, 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 blah.
And then give me your details. Don't give
Courtney,
me
I'm about to give you my
answer
details.
question.
I
Answer
think
everybody else's question.
Okay, Courtney, I'm about to give you my detail. I think New Orleans got a better starting 5 than the Portland Trailblazers. Anthony Davis, Nurkic, give me AD. Mirotic, Aminu, give me Mirotic.
Okay, now watch this. I got a question.
Listen.
No, because you just let D Stanfield say that. No, you let him say that, and I'm asking a question.
Oh, I was with
my-
you until you
what
said
was
that
my-
dumb shit, man.
What was my question, Bo? Did I
You
ask
said-
about this?
You said I think New Orleans got a better roster than Portland.
So why did you tell me starting 5 if that's not my question?
I think New Orleans got a better roster than Portland.
Bo, you don't have to be compliant with Courtney, man.
Well,
Answer the
this
question
what-
the way
this
you
what-
fucking
this
want
what-
to answer the question.
This is what I say about it before I let D Stanfield get some of this. I really feel that this is going to be a tale of two tales. This series right here, in my opinion, is going to solidify the greatness, which is Rajon Rondo. If he lead this team to victory, and it's also going to help Dame Lillard get to where he want to get to, because he said all he wants is Golden State. So he got one job: win this series, and he gonna get what he wants. So we're gonna find out who is who and what is what, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm a fan of Anthony Davis. He is clearly the best player in the series. Nobody on their team could check him. It don't matter what they do. They should win just because of that alone.
Facts.
So real quick, I got New Orleans in 7. What y'all got?
First of all, to answer your question, Courtney, Portland's roster is better than New Orleans' roster. That's first and foremost.
That's all I wanted, D Stanfield. Thank you.
Top to bottom. Top to bottom. When you go top to bottom, Portland's roster is better than New Orleans' roster. Now, Bo, you right on the starting 5, but if you go outside the starting 5 to 6, 7, and 8, you lose it.
I agree, Stanfield. I agree with that. I agree with that.
And what I'm saying about that is Courtney is baiting your ass for this shit. What's gonna happen in New Orleans is they do for the same shit that happened in Chicago last year. They do for an injury. And the minute that Rajon Rondo go down with some bullshit, New Orleans series is over, because he is the X factor. D Burks was dead on with that shit. He is the X factor. But it's the minute either Rondo or anybody in that starting 5 get any type of glitch or anything like that, it's over for them, because the one thing that New Orleans don't have outside of Anthony Davis is a bunch of motherfucking heart. Because I'm gonna tell you, D Lillard and McCollum, they fucking series killers, bro. You see what they did in Houston 2 years ago. You see what they did last year.
I will say this: this is gonna be one of the most intriguing matchups in the whole playoffs, because them two guards on both teams,
Man,
they can play.
They can
Don't get me wrong. Lillard is better than Rondo right now, but Rondo's still a Hall of Fame point guard whenever you get through. So he ain't gonna just kill. I mean, you ain't just gonna destroy Rajon Rondo. You better. I'm just being real.
I mean,
I'm being honest with you though. Dame Lillard want to be first team All NBA. He should destroy Rajon Rondo old ass. It's the playoffs, bro. Like this is where everything that you work towards, everything that you've been saying all year, everything
Anybody
for you supposed to bust his ass. Like Rondo, you supposed to come out there, bro. KG them ain't with you. Paul Pierce is in the booth. Finna get this work tonight. That's what he's supposed to say to me.
Anybody know who the top 2 3-point shooters on New Orleans is?
Probably Eton Moore and maybe
Anthony
Ian Clark.
Davis.
Shit,
Ian
Anthony
Clark.
Davis, one of them.
Anthony
Probably.
Davis, one of them. Anthony Davis, definitely one of them.
He talking more Ian Clark, Courtney.
I just needed that big. So you telling me Etuan Moore is who you are telling to keep knocking this shit down in the first round? Keep talking, bro.
Yo, he the king of baiting motherfuckers into some slaughter and shit. That's why I don't answer questions the way Courtney want them answered. Because that nigga be baiting you into some bullshit.
All right, man. Moving on, man. That was great, man. So I think we all D Stanfield, who you got, New Orleans or you got Portland?
Yo, I hate to say it, but I'm on some Skip Bayless contingency shit. If Rajon Rondo could play the whole series, I'm going with New Orleans because I feel like Rajon
Rondo elevates that entire team. Boy.
Without question. I mean, without question, they if Rondo could play for the entire series, I would go in New Orleans hands down. It's not even close. But I think with New Orleans, outside of Rajon Rondo, Mirotic gonna have to play, bro.
I agree.
I'm not resting any confidence in Ian Clark or Etuan Moore and Drew Holiday has folded in some clutch moments too. I'm really putting on for Mirotic to come out and show out because if you're realistic, I mean you got Tony Allen on the bench without. Go ahead, D-Birds.
No, CJ McCollum, my boy, and like I said, it's playoff time. What he's supposed to do is cook Drew Holiday ass. Like I'm not in it today, D-Stan. You ain't been with us the whole show, but I'm really on like no tolerance, bro. It is the playoff time. If you better than that man, then you supposed to work that.
But I mean,
Drew Holiday is very solid. Though. I always respected him as a coach.
For the experience side, you got Josh Smith and you got Tony Allen on the bench for New Orleans. So I mean, they not really. They
released Tony Allen. They released Tony.
Oh, that's right. They released him earlier this year. Shit.
Josh Smith got released too.
I thought they brought Josh Smith back at the end of the season.
No, they kept Okafor. They kept Emeka Okafor. Josh Smith ain't on.
They done. If any injuries happen, they done.
I think Anthony Davis will get hurt before Rondo though.
Nah, Rondo due for another injury, bro.
Hey man, D. Stanfield, I just want to tell you something, bro. You're not giving zero fucks today.
I'm telling you. Anthony Davis, you can say Anthony Davis is due for an injury, but one thing Anthony Davis is known for is showing up in big moments. If the game is close, Portland in trouble. I tell you that. But the thing is, you got two guards on Portland side that give two fucks about nothing either. But
with that being said, let's go ahead and cut the shit and talk about what everybody really want to hear. Is Houston on upset alert? Court, jump us off.
Yep. I got Timberwolves in 7.
Whoa. Wait a goddamn minute.
Hold on, Bo. I'm this is a tough one for me too.
Hey, Burst, before you go in.
Matchup wise.
Hold on.
Matchup wise.
I got you. Let me explain why.
Wait. Court, don't go in yet, because I got one up on you. I got the Timberwolves at 6.
Whoa! Wait a goddamn minute.
I got the Timberwolves at 6 because I smell a good old Chris Paul hamstring injury coming up. Quick.
Jeff T. I feel like the battle of Wake Forest point guards is gonna give us a good one. But if Jimmy Butler, who he say he is, he's supposed to be this two-way star. He got James Harden over there. He's supposed to slow James Harden down. He also supposed to give him a lot of buckets.
I got something to say. Since Minnesota, I don't got Minnesota win this series, but if they do, since Courtney think they got the best bench in the NBA, we gonna see what their bench made about this series. Cause that's the only way they're gonna beat them in 7. Whenever you get there.
I got Minnesota winning because matchup for body. I know when it come down to it, Clint Capella and Tucker can't guard no motherfucking Karl Anthony Towns. And when we get to smoking them, they're going to have to help. And if they move and they play together, they should beat them because they got the bodies. Now,
I agree.
This series is on Jimmy Butler as a leader, not as a two-way player. And
That's
when
right.
I say as a leader, because I just watched Jimmy Butler in a must-win the other night almost choked that game away because he let Tom Thibodeau coach that team like they in Chicago. And they not in fucking Chicago, they in Minnesota. And Jimmy Butler as a leader should never let one of the budding stars and Andrew Wiggins be shooting 60% and higher than 60% from the three and don't give him a chance to go work somebody. So as a leader, he should never let his man be that hot and not give him the ball. Because when it came down to it, he hit the biggest free throws of the night, not Jimmy Butler. He missed his. Wiggins is the key to that matchup. As long as Wiggins attack, they gonna be fine. As long as Wiggins go tear the.
I agree with Wiggins being the key.
I agree with you, Court, but don't forget that Wiggins shot that bum ass brick right before them damn free throws. So don't forget about that.
Yeah, Wiggins shot a bum ass brick with the time running out because I got the ball with 3 seconds. I shouldn't get the ball with 3 seconds, and it shouldn't be the last 7 shots taken in the fourth quarter and overtime before Wiggins shot was Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, and Taj Gibson. This ain't fucking Chicago.
And Jeff T. Jeff T with that bum ass floater.
It's one floater. But that floater came in OT, D Stanfield. That still was Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson.
And my sleeper, D Rose, though. That's my sleeper. D Rose is my sleeper for this year.
You ain't got no sleepers. You just said motherfucking Minnesota ain't got a bench, nigga. You ain't got no sleepers.
I mean, they don't got a bench because they ain't show up.
Me and Courtney was about to rip you with one on the other day. You ain't got no sleepers in this series, bro. Leave that.
He's still my sleeper, though. I don't think they're gonna show up though, like Courtney said, because they didn't even show up in against Denver the other night.
Who did show up?
Minnesota bench, they show up against Denver the other night.
Yo, all right.
They had 8 points off the bench.
Jimmy Butler been back 3 games, right?
Look, man, let me just go ahead and put this thing in its proper perspective. Because Bo, you're my boy, but you just really believe this whole bench notion and all this stuff. Bruh, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ba Mute not playing in this series is going to show its face because they're going to have to play a reason more minutes, and Joe Johnson got to be out there more. Ryan Anderson got to be out there a little more, and they lose defensive. They lose defensive a defensive weapon, and that further highlights James Harden as a defensive liability. They should be scoring on James Harden all night, whether it's Jimmy Butler or Andrew Wiggins. He got to check somebody. Am I right or wrong? He got to check somebody.
I actually think they're gonna put him on Taj Gibson. I really do.
And if Taj Gibson don't cook him, then he need to be out the league. He need to be out the league.
Hey,
like in the playoffs. Like bye.
Hey, did y'all already talk about this fucking Golden State catastrophe that's about to go down?
Yeah, Bo said it. Steve Kerr did a great job by putting Andre Iguodala in because he preparing Quinn Cook to go to the bench.
What?
I didn't say that. You're not gonna mess up my word.
What he said.
What about that makes sense?
I didn't say that. He ain't messed up my word.
What you said then?
I said it was a good move that he put Iguodala in the starting lineup because next year Steph Curry gonna be back anyway, so he's going back to the bench anyway next year. So I don't disagree with the move.
That sounds like exactly what they just said, nigga.
The way he said it didn't sound right.
Yo, Quinn Cook. Quinn Cook and KD are the hottest niggas on that squad right now. Why would you?
I agree. But when you have him in the second unit, Stanford, he got the ultimate green light.
No, motherfucker, what you do is the same shit that Cleveland did 2 years ago. You let J.R. Smith, i.e. Quinn Cook, play until Steph get back. You put him on the bench and then you bring him in early. You keep him hot.
And Bo, let me just go ahead and tell you something, bro. This whole green light you talking about, Quinn Cook don't have no green light. The only person who got a green light on the team, it ain't him. It's Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. Everybody else is taking their shots in the flow of the game in the offense. Anybody got no green light?
And Swaggy P, he always got a green light. No
Swaggy P got a green light whether he get the okay or not. Just
Swaggy P just shoot that bit. Swaggy P ain't even been in the game yet.
Swaggy P ain't even the X factor. He the Z factor.
But look, man, we just gave y'all some in-depth analysis on the Western Conference. We're gonna come back to y'all later on.
Hey, first, before you cut it off, man, let me ask you a question. Before you cut it off, let me ask you a question. If Game 3 If the series is tied 1-1, Golden State, San Antonio, in Game 3, Kawhi come back, what happens?
Nothing. Nothing happens. I tell you that.
Kawhi,
He been gone all year. He just can't come back.
Let me tell you what I would like to happen. What I would like to happen is my boy Kevin Durant realize that that's another reach, just like Steve Kerr reached today.
Yeah.
If the series is tied 1-1 and you got to bring Kawhi out, that's a sign to me of desperation and fear. But what Kevin Durant's supposed to do in that moment, which he probably won't do, because he's my boy, I know he got us off. What he won't do is pull them braids out Kawhi here. That's what he should do. You come out here with these braids, I'm gonna braid you up. I'm finna tune your ass up. That's what I'm finna do. But we both know differently.
One thing you know is if Kawhi come back, it's because he wants to, not because he being pulled into it.
Oh man, I personally think Kawhi ain't playing. He might. The thing is though, Bo, he might actually be hurt, man, because he know his body better than anybody. And what they're gonna do is when you come back from that kind of injury and they put you out there, Isaiah Thomas was a prime example. They're gonna expect you to be yourself. So as soon as he come out there,
Kyrie too.
D-Birds.
The boy ain't played no preseason. The boy ain't played no 9 games. They're gonna say go out there and check Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant gonna burn his ass up, and they're gonna be like, damn, Kawhi, it's your fault.
D-Birds.
Go ahead, bro.
Ain't shit wrong with Kawhi Leonard, bro.
I agree. Ain't shit wrong with that boy. He
Ain't
just don't want to play for the Spurs no more.
No. He got new management. He got new people around him. And if y'all ain't paying me, I ain't going. Simple plain. I'm in a contract year. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy.
He's not in the contract yet, though, Courtney.
Pretty much he is.
He going into a contract year next year.
He going into one.
The Spurs got all the leverage. And he like, if I'm hurt right now, I'm not about to further injure myself unless y'all guarantee that fucking contract.
Right.
Courtney, you're right. You're absolutely right.
If he was max paid already, he'd be playing.
He'd be playing right now.
Because he's not, and he don't.
And it ain't yet. And Courtney, you talked about this shit on the radio show. It ain't nobody telling him not to play except for his dad. His dad is leading that fucking charge.
That's his uncle. His uncle leading that charge.
Yeah, his uncle is leading that fucking charge. He telling them, yo, if they ain't renewing that contract, fuck them. You don't want to further injure yourself. And I hate to say it, but he's absolutely right.
And it ain't like he gonna win anyway. If he do play, they don't got enough to win.
I'm not saying that they will win, but at this stage in the game, the way that they know how to play Golden State, they could definitely come out of that series if Kawhi was playing.
Man, look, they're supposed to come out the series right now anyway, because Popovich is supposed to be the best coach in basketball, and he's supposed to be able to beat them. Like, that's just it for me. I ain't trying to hear nothing else.
I mean, you can't say that. You can't say that.
You can't say that,
bro, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Steve Kerr gonna be a Hall of Fame coach one day. Whenever you get through now.
Yeah, but Steve Kerr, the difference between Steve Kerr and Popovich is Steve Kerr is already working with the best complete team in the league.
Facts. I agree. His team is not better. Even though Pop is a great coach, his team is not better than the Warriors, Bert.
His team is not better than the Warriors, but as they stand right now, if they had Kawhi, if they had a
hey man, listen, man. I'm not in the business of saving Popovich ass, bro. It's real simple. He's supposed to be this master strategic. I guarantee you, if Larry Brown was out there in this same series, this shit is over. But that's not the topic of discussion. He's supposed to be able to put a strategy together to neutralize Kevin Durant, keep him under control, and make Klay Thompson, who can't create his own shot, and Draymond, who will let shoot every shot he wants, beat them. That's how it's supposed to go.
If it's that easy, it'll be done.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. But
I'm with y'all. I agree with y'all. Also on the Kawhi thing, last thing on the Kawhi thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi created leverage by not playing the same what y'all did. But the problem with Kawhi leverage is he lost a little bit of energy on that leverage because they still won 49 games and made it to the offs. So he don't really get to dictate whether or not you go to the playoffs.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have made it, if they wouldn't have made it,
his leverage would be stronger. But because he didn't go,
yeah, but he played. You can go by that, but he played in 9 games and they won 7 of the 9. So he still got the leverage.
I'm with you, but we still went to the playoffs. We still won 40+ games, and we lost like 4 games at the end of games that we shouldn't have lost in the first place. So I mean, I'm with you on the leverage part, but don't be surprised if it's
Hey man,
like he really might end up in Washington.
His leverage definitely go out the window if they get a win. Because last year they played the same team, couldn't get a win. He ain't out there, they get one win.
Hey, question before you got Kawhi,
last year is what
Spurs. Will Kawhi be on the Spurs next year?
No, Kawhi Leonard is gonna be with LeBron James. That's where he gonna be at.
Nah, Kawhi Leonard ain't gonna be with LeBron James. Pop and RC Buford ain't doing that. But Kawhi Leonard will be with the Washington Wizards or the New York Knicks
or the Boston Celtics
or even Boston. But I highly doubt Pop give him to Boston. So
why you bullshit?
He will be out of the Western Conference. He will be in the Eastern Conference. He could end up in Toronto.
Hey, why you bullshitting? He also could end up as a Clipper or a fucking Portland Trailblazer.
What about
Pop ain't giving him to Jerry West. He might give.
What about the Lakers? Hold on. What about the Lakers though? They got the best young talent.
It's about assets, bro. It's about that. It's about assets.
The Lakers need a big. That's all they need. They need a big.
And Portland and the Clippers both got assets. That's why Portland and the Clippers were still trying to get Melo last year before all this catastrophe happened. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not so sure that Melo shouldn't have went to Portland. Because, well, never mind. I was gonna go to the point guard conversation, but that's.
I think Melo is in the right spot because
he's in the right spot, but he could have been in a better spot in Portland.
See, the turn factor is Paul George. Portland don't have a Paul George.
Melo would have had a ring already if he would have took his ass to Chicago instead of going to New York. Okay.
No, he wouldn't.
He would have had a ring already if he took it. If Doc Rivers wasn't such a bitch.
Hey, Bo, let's tell the real truth. Melo would have
Doc Rivers wasn't a bitch. He'd have had a ring and with the Clippers.
Melo would have had a ring already if David Stern didn't fix the draft so he could go to Denver and make Denver a relevant franchise again. You notice how that draft went. He put Toronto with Chris Bosh, Miami with D Wade, LeBron in Cleveland, and Melo in Denver. All four of those franchises right now are worth way more than they were because those players entered that organization. Am I right or wrong?
No, because who he's going to get a ring with, Bert? Detroit
Pistons, bro.
Detroit passed on them. They passed on them.
You didn't hear what I said. That wasn't no pass. They was told to do that. We're telling you what to do.
I don't know about that.
David Stern been fixing the draft since he got in this thing. That's what he do.
Wait, you gonna go where I tell you to go? You said you don't know about that, Bo?
What?
I mean, I don't know.
Hold on, Bo. Let me ask you a question. Courtney style. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. Now we had a debate about guys like Marvin Bagley, Trae Young all season. Trae Young led the league in scoring and assists. He will not be the number one draft pick. Carmelo Anthony was the number one player coming out of high school. The year before, he went to college. Not only did he go to college, but he dominated college. Not only did he dominate college, Jim Boeheim got one ring. And Melo almost had 40 points in the championship game for them to get it. He did what he was supposed to do. There's no way possible that you can't tell me that he was not supposed to be the number one pick in the draft after all the boxes were checked. In any other year, any other draft, Melo Anthony would be the number one player in the draft. Right or wrong? He checked all the boxes.
But he was in the same draft as LeBron James. That's why he.
I don't care. I don't care what draft he was in. One thing about LeBron, as great as LeBron was, my whole thing is Melo proved to y'all. Ain't no mystery. He the truth. He just did what we needed to see him do, and he did it. LeBron still was high, but I get it. They did what they had to do.
I mean,
Melo, I need you in Denver. D-Wade, I need you in Miami. It made all the franchises
came out of high school. Melo could have came out of high school. He did.
I know Melo could have came out of high school, but he didn't, and he went to college. And not only did he go to college, he dominated college. Not only did he dominate college, he won the whole thing.
He went to college. He went to college at request of his mom, did he not? Because he didn't have to go to college.
Yeah, right. It's right there.
Yep.
I don't know if I would have passed up on LeBron James for Melo either.
No. You're not, Pat. That's not what D. Burts is saying. D. Burts just specifically said in any other draft, he would have been number one. You got to listen to This is debate and switch. He's trying to get you, bro. In any other draft, he would have been number one.
Based on what he did, any other draft, he'd have been number one.
LeBron is in that draft, and then you got a European star that they're trying to ploy Europe into the fan base, bro. At that time, you absolutely
that's
right.
That's why Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash got their MVP. It all was strategic. Wasn't nobody better than Kobe Bryant at that time. Hey,
listen, the taking LeBron James in first was gonna happen regardless. But any team that just been to the Eastern Conference 3 out of the last 4 years, coming off a championship year, Bo, and you got the number one player in the country sitting at your table.
Number two
coach, number two coach, and number one, you got a top coach. You got the number one team that just won a championship, and you got the number one player in the country sitting there, and you pass on him for a European player you know nothing about. You can't tell me that was just something they just did. You might pass on Carmelo Anthony for LeBron James, but you're not passing on him for a Euro dude.
I mean, I don't agree with the move Detroit made anyway, but I'm not. If you saying fix the draft and make him pick Melo, I disagree. Now, if you want to talk about
so you telling me
Cleveland getting hold on,
wait,
Cleveland getting the first pick.
I gotta take
the So you telling me? So you telling me? So you
Cleveland getting the first pick.
Chris Bosh. Bo, I hear you. So you're telling me that European player with Darko Milicic was better than D Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Bosh. That's what you're telling me?
I'm not telling you that, Corey. You're not
all right, so listen to what I'm saying. Detroit passed on all three of them, Bo.
Because they didn't need them players.
They didn't need Darko. He played the same position as Chris Bosh. What the fuck are you talking about?
You said what? They didn't have Chris Bosh. What are you talking about?
Darko plays the same position as Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
bro.
they needed a power forward. That's why they took him.
So why you passed on Chris Bosh instead of Darko?
Because they were so high on Darko. Darko was trash.
Bro, listen, bro. You just told me they didn't need any of those players.
I never said no. I said they didn't need Dwayne Wade or Chris Paul. Never did say that he needed Chris Bosh. Darko rated higher than Chris Bosh, so that's why they took him. They made a mistake. Shit.
All I'm gonna tell you this is regardless, bro, because you keep talking. I love how you used to tell me I don't know basketball, and I'm gonna tell you don't know basketball.
Okay.
Because no matter what, Tayshaun Prince, you could have put Melo on the bench for a year or two, and he'd have replaced Tayshaun. You could have put Chris Bosh. Excuse me. Let me finish. You could have put Chris Bosh on the bench, and he could have replaced Rasheed Wallace 2 years later. You could have put D Wade on the bench and replaced Rip Hamilton later. As a GM, what you do is prepare your team to be good for the next 10 years, no matter what. You want to make sure you're there. With the number 2 pick, and you got those options, you don't pick a European dude that you don't know nothing about over 3 players you can guarantee can help you over the next 5 years.
I'm trying to tell you, Bo. I'm trying to tell you. That's all I'm telling you. Whenever we get through, Bo, that shit was.
I agree with everything you're saying. It was the wrong pick, but I mean, just like they picked Porzingis. We didn't know he was going to be that good.
Hold on, newsflash. Hey, I did. Hey,
we didn't know he was going to be that good.
We know he better than Darko.
Agreed. But what about the other drafts when Greg Oden went first? And he already was injury prone, but he still went first.
I hear what big men always go first.
And I hear what you're saying as far as Porzingis, but know that Porzingis was picked at 4, not 2.
And you said big man always go first too. Like in this draft, Ayton gonna go first, and I don't think I wouldn't take him with the first pick. That's just me.
Depends on who got him. Because the Hawks better take it. But look, man, we coming up to a close, man. I ain't seen none of the game yet, so I'm ready to get it in. Thank y'all for tuning in to Fresh Perspective. Please follow us on my YouTube channel as well as SoundCloud at Fresh Perspective. This is our Western Conference prediction show. Okay. We'll be back soon with the Eastern Conference. Well, we already pretty much know we got Philly, the Cavs. I got Milwaukee. And if John Wall and Bradley Beal don't cook DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, they both trash to me. But with that being said, this was another edition of Fresh Perspective.